Tomorrow Never Dies is a spy film and stars Pierce Brosnan. This is going to surprise a few people, but I actually prefer this film over GoldenEye because, quite simply, I found this film more entertaining, and yet I still wouldn't say it's a perfect movie. The best way I can describe this movie is, it is a standard fare action-adventure James Bond movie that is as formulaic as you can get, as it's highly predictable. The opening of the film is a classic Bond mission separate from the rest of the film. The villain's main goal is surprise surprise, world domination, and the rest of the film to me just feels like another Bond adventure. And while I did enjoy it, I have to be honest, it doesn't try anything new, and this might sound harsh, but this honestly feels like an episode from a TV show, as I never really got a sense of stakes or tension. And once the movie ends, it kind of feels like, join us next week for another James Bond adventure. I know what I'm saying may be rough, but this is just what the film felt like to me. But there is still a lot to like. The action scenes as usual are top-notch, with some very impressive stunt work. Jonathan Pryce as the villain was great, and you can tell that he's having a ball playing this role. The story, while simple, I still found entertaining, especially the villain's plan of starting a war just to get ratings for his news corporation. The two Bond girls played by Michelle Yeoh and Terry Hatcher I enjoyed watching. However, my downsides with these characters are, with Terry Hatcher, her character is given a backstory, but the character is barely on screen long enough to leave an impact. And with Michelle Yeoh, despite being one of the most kick-ass Bond girls and one of my personal favorites, she was very undeveloped, as her only direction in the film is to help Bond defeat the villain, which is a shame because I like Michelle Yeoh as an actress, and if the filmmakers fully committed to delving into more aspects of the character, it would have given this film more life. And it would have at least tried something different if they gave more focus to this specific Bond girl. But no, instead, this film sticks close to the same old formula, and the majority of the film is focused on James Bond and the villain. Overall, while this is still an entertaining film, it's very much the same old James Bond film with very few changes. As I said earlier, I don't hate this film. It just contains elements that could have been improved and explored, such as Michelle Yeoh's character. But the action scenes, the story, and the villain are enough to keep this film afloat. And I'm going to give Tomorrow Never Dies a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm NETX5. Thank you for watching.